Do you get any opening day jitters, or like what are the emotions when you know that it's finally here, the season's upon us?
Yeah, so obviously I'm excited, and so is our whole team. So it's been a long time since we've been able to compete against a different team, and I think we're looking forward to it.
Any traditions or rituals that you've built up to kind of get your mind right for the beginning of the season?
No, it's just going out there and competing and doing your best between the lines.
What's kind of the biggest change internally you've seen amongst the connectedness of this group from last year to this year?
I'd say just the experience. I mean, we got a ton of older, veteran kind of players, and we have the same on the pitching side. So I feel like everyone's gotten the experience and the work that they've needed to go out and compete really well this season.
The way that last season ended and the last couple of seasons just kind of eating at you so close to getting over the hump. How did that kind of sit with you afterward, and how did you kind of use that as fuel for the rest of the group going into this year?
Yeah, obviously it didn't sit the best for me, and it didn't sit really well for a lot of the other guys. So, I mean, it comes down to those little games and, those games that you need to win. So I feel like that's going to be our reason, to work harder and, compete and take care of the little things and the fundamental things when we need it the most, to make it there. You're good.
I asked Isaiah, and he said the core of this team is in the outfield. How do you feel about those two guys next to you?
I mean, those are my roommates, and so is New. So, I mean, I've pretty much grown up with them out in college out here. So they're like my brothers to me, and, I'm really looking forward to compete with them.
Coming off such an impressive season last year, what was something you really wanted to work on this offseason to kind of take your game to an even higher level?
Just get rid of the dumb mistakes, I mean, I was a freshman last year, and that was the first time I've competed in the college level other than summer ball. So I feel like there's different ways I can, compete, and I guess that comes with experience. So I'm really looking forward to doing it this season and, putting it all together with this group.
Willie has talked about the hardest working guy in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
How influential was Campos into that work ethic, or was that kind of just self-motivated?
Yeah, and I mean, for me, my freshman year I didn't play. I was hurt, so I really got to see what it took to compete and, put those results out there. And that was Campos and Keishel for me that freshman year. So, I mean, Campos was one of my favorite teammates, coming out here. So I just learned what it meant to work hard off the field, take care of your body, do the little things right. And obviously it showed up really well for him on the field, and he got the results he needed. So it's just carrying that over in with this older group and, spreading it.
You mentioned Luke and one of the highest ranked prospects in the
Yeah.
league. What are some of those conversations you had with him and some advice and inspiration you've been able to pass along to you?
I mean, being a freshman, it was pretty nerve-wracking. You're like, oh, it's Luke Keishel or whatever. But, he was actually super friendly, and he talked to a lot of the freshmen and stuff, and he built a good relationship. And I'd say this offseason I got to work with him a lot, in the batting cage and stuff. And he's just a relentless worker, and he doesn't take reps off. And you can see why he performs really well in the game, because he does that.
Willie said how this is kind of nervous, not looking ahead to next season, but you guys are going to lose a lot of the bats you have in the lineup next season for the draft. How much urgency does that create for this kind of potential final season?
I mean, obviously there's a little urgency, but at the end of the day, it's the same game. You're competing against yourself pretty much. I mean, obviously you got other teams and stuff, but it's doing the things right on your side of the ball, throwing strikes, hitting the ball, keeping it in play, base running, defense, all the little things. So I feel like if we do that, we'll get the results we need, and, don't look too far into the future. It's just take care of each game and look forward to the season.
How much do you work on your defense this offseason, coming into a full-time role in the outfield?
Yeah, so I mean, this is my first year really just putting all my time into the outfield. So it's just a lot of game reps, and we have a great coach. Ellie's been awesome for the outfield, and he's really helped with my development and, taking better routes, working the balls off the wall, just doing all the little things right for the outfield. So I feel like that's taken a big step for sure.
What do you think is going to be going through your head 5 minutes before first pitch tomorrow?
I'll just be excited. It's been a long time, and it's exciting. You get to compete against a different team. It's been so many inter squads and stuff, playing the same guys, same pitchers, your own teammates. So it's like now we're a team, and we go against a different competition.
Do you have any thoughts on being the first team to go into the Big 12, into this new era for the program, facing new competition, anything like that?
Obviously, it's going to be sweet. Last year was my first year playing, and I was in the Pac-12, so I got to play against all those really good programs, and now it's the Big 12, so it's different travel, different experiences, and a different kind of competition. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that.